In this lecture, we'll discuss about knowledge-based question answering. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about information retrieval-based question answering. In information retrieval-based question answering, given the question, a question keywords will be obtained or calculated and answer type is detected. In this question, keywords will be supplied to an IR engine. This IR engine will supply you the relevant set of documents based on this query keywords. Then you obtain corresponding passages out of these documents, rank these passages, and using the answer type, you detect the answers from the ranked set of passages. So based on that, you may get one answer or more than one answer. So if you have multiple answers, what you do is you rank the candidate answers. So that is what information retrieval based question answering. In many systems, many systems are hybrid systems. That is, it contains information retrieval based question answering plus knowledge based question answering, like IBM Watson. Means that the candidate answers will be obtained by using information retrieval based methods, and the answers will be corrected or re-ranked by using knowledge based methods. So let's see knowledge based methods in question answering. For knowledge based methods, usually relation extraction is an important thing in knowledge based methods. So from the question, relations need to be extracted. Like for example, in answers, there can be databases of relations. So answers can be obtained from databases of relations. For example, if you have a relation like born in relation, Nikola Tesla 10 July 1856, then you can use that relation for answering questions related to this sort of this born in sort of relations, or author of My Inventions, the autobiography of Nikola Tesla. So author of is a relation, or you can take detail or the data from databases like Wikipedia, Infoboxes, DBpedia, etc. So that all there also it contains a lot of information in the form of a knowledge base. So the answers, usually the answers are taken from databases of relations. So given the question, identifying the relation or the extraction of the relation from the question is an important thing in the case of knowledge based question answering. So you extract the questions from the extract the relation from the question. For example, whose granddaughter starred in ET, the extraterrestrial. So it may be representing a relation like acted in X and ET. So you are supposed to find out that X who acted in ET. Then it also represents another relation, granddaughter of X comma Y. Somebody is granddaughter of somebody. So combining these two things, these two relations together, you are supposed to find out an answer. For example, if you have a two relation like granddaughter, this relation, and acted in this relation, then by using some combination, you can find an answer. So that is how we normally do in the case of knowledge based approach. So from the question, the relations are extracted, and using that relations, you can find out an answer. So these are some of the relation databases. We'll be using relation databases like biographical dictionaries, etc. And this was an example to it. One of the questions faced by IBM Watson in 1594, he took charge as a tax collector in Andalusia. So the possible candidates that are obtained for IBM Watson was Torre and Cervantes. So Torre is a bad answer and Cervantes is a correct answer. Why? Because it has IBM Watson looked into a database which contains some relation he was alive in this, or he born in this like relation. So Thore born in 1877, 1817. So that there is no chance that he was alive in 1594. So it is a bad answer. So like that, IBM Watson took a decision. So uh, that that's how we use the relation databases for answering the question. So for a question there can be multiple candidate answers, and this candidate answers were generated using information retrieval based methods. So this was one answer who took charge as a collector in tax collector in this, and this was one answer. Second answer, the first answer and second answer were uh, again re-ranked using relation databases. So that is the basic idea behind knowledge based approach. You can use geospatial knowledge also. This is another knowledge base. Geospatial knowledge, that is containment, the directionality, borders, etc., can be obtained. You can see this data set or knowledge base, geonames.org. So you search for a place, then you will get all the details like in which country, which is the latitude, longitude, all these details. So if we are searching for a place like an Asian city, an answer for an Asian city type, then for example, let's say you got candidate answers are as Beijing and maybe New York, then based on that geospatial knowledge, you can give an answer as Beijing. So you can give answers like questions like southwest of Montana. Which place is southwest of Montana? So southwest of Montana can be searched in the geospatial knowledge base. So you can use any knowledge base or databases like this for which contains this sort of relation for knowledge based question answering approach. Context and conversations are in virtual assistants are also an important thing in knowledge based approach. Context is an important thing in case of some of the knowledge based approach. So for example, you have given a statement to Siri that book a table at ABC restaurant at 19 hours with my mother. So the second sentence was also send her an email reminder. So in order to resolve this co-reference here, here can be attached to any of the possible candidates here. In this case, there is only one candidate, so here need to be attached to mother. So that's a sort of ambiguities can be resolved by using context. So in a conversation, this context can be obtained. So for example, Siri like systems can ask for clarification questions also. uh, Clarification questions in the sense, you say Chicago pizza, then Siri can ask you, did you mean pizza restaurant in Chicago or Chicago style pizza? So this it contains ambiguities. So in order to resolve the ambiguity, it can ask for a clarification question, or it can use this context. So based on that context also, here will be resolved by using mother, but here it asks for a clarification question. Answering harder questions in the sense, maybe questions like definition questions. So it's very difficult this to answer definition sort of questions, like for example a question like what is water spinach. Water spinach is a semi-aquatic leafy green plant found in Asia, and these are the other common names Morning glory vegetable in Malay, this is the name. In Vietnam, this is the name, and this is closely related. So this sort of a sentence or a paragraph is what is required as an answer. But how this can be obtained? Such a paragraph of answer, how it can be obtained? So this is still a harder application. No commercial systems may be available. Maybe only research systems may be available. And another harder question may be in children with acute febrile illness, what is the efficacy of single medication therapy with acetaminophen or ibuprofen in reducing the fever? So in this case, it asks for whether which one is better for reducing fever, and here you have to search for PubMed medical publications, and in that it has to go and find out the answer. So this medical publication database, and it goes that these two drugs were administered approximately equal doses, then ibuprofen is provided, greater temperature decrement. So this is the answer it is expected, but the answer will not be available by a direct web search or by a direct search in set of documents, but it may be available in a knowledge base. So you'll have to extract that data from the knowledge base, and that will not be available, that is not at all available as a relation also, but you have to search through the document, and in the knowledge base itself you have to do little bit more work in answering this question. So here also it is same. It has got what is water spinach. This question it can be answered by looking at different places or different in information retrieval based systems also can help you in retrieving many things, but some of the things can be obtained from your relations, like water spinach is sorry, it is closely related to sweet potato and this, so closely related to if that relation, or this is also known as so a particular vegetable is also known as that relation. So like that it has to do a multiple things for answering such harder questions. So answering harder questions will be done in a different way by using something known as query focused summarization. So you will have to do something known as summarization. So you will get a document, and one or more documents you are supposed to give a summary of that document. Summary of the document in the sense, for example, read that document and read the document, and if the document contains some 100 lines, then that all the 100 lines are representing this particular question, or giving an answer to this question, but what is expected is a summary of that. That is, you need to find out the required relevant part of the uh, text. This can be done by a bottom up method or a top down method, and usually the bottom up method is very difficult. That can be done with the help of extracting all the finding all the set of relevant documents, and from that extracting all the informative sentences, then reorder or modify the sentences into an answer. And this extraction of sentences may be done with the help of TF-IDF, MMR, etc. Term frequency, inverse document frequency, etc. The top-down approach is better. Build a specific answers for different question types. Like definition questions, you find a specific answer. For biography question, for certain medical question, etc. So you build a specific sort of answers to different question types. Then this method will work better in the sense this is easy compared to the bottom up method. You can see that Google and all uses a snippet method. The information extraction method is by let's see the information extraction method, that is a top-down method. The information extraction method, this is based on a paper, that's why it contains only the definitions of some of the things like biography, a definition, and a medical answer, like the three different types. A biography of a person contains a person's birthday, birth, death, fame factor, education, nationality, etc. A good definition contains genus, hypername, all this sort of thing, and a medical answer: what is the problem, what is the intervention, what is the outcome, and what is the medical condition of the patient, and what drug and how the drug is given, and what there is the result, whether the patient recovered from the illness. So you have such documents. Then from this document, you would like to do a summarization or information extraction. This is the more detailed thing given in the paper. Genus, the Hajj is a type of ritual. Species, the annual Hajj begins in. Then synonym, subtypes. Biography contains these type of values: date, nationality, education. Drug efficacy, intervention, problem, intervention, outcome, etc. Ibuprofen provided, greater temperature decrement, and so on. So this is the architecture of a complex question answering system which I was talking about in the previous slide, that is in this paper. This is the paper by Goldenson, answering definition questions, a hybrid approach. So here the question will be given like this. Once the question is given, document retrieval is the first step. The question retrieves a large number of documents, 11 web documents, which contains 1127 total sentences were downloaded or retrieved. Then predicate identification. Predicate identification means based on this we will identify. So based on this, he identified that this is a definition question, and based on that the sentences are identified. Some of the definition questions, 9 genus species sentences. So genus means this type of a sentence, species means this type of a sentence, synonym this type of a sentence, and so on. So you have identified 9 genus species sentences and 383 non-specific definitional sentences. You give this to a particular data-driven analysis, and you create a sentence cluster. Then you create a definition of the question. So this was a definition question. Based on that, you need to give a answer which contains some set of sentences, maybe some 10 sentences, 5 sentences, etc. So what is Hajj? That was the question. The Hajj or pilgrimage, that was the answer constructed, or the answer given by this system. It how it identified is, it identified by using this structure. If for a definition question, these are the different types. For a biography question, these are the different types. So this system which they have developed can identify only three types of questions: uh, definition questions, biography questions, or drug efficacy questions. So first the document will be retrieved, then based on their three different predicates, three different types they will identify, uh, and after that a data driven analysis and a sentence reordering. Sentences will be reordered based on the importance. So that's all about knowledge based question answering and answering harder questions, an architecture for complex question answering.